The White House says taking acetaminophen, the active ingredient in Tylenol, may not be safe for pregnant women. But many in the medical community are disagreeing with the changes issued by the Trump administration. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
Confusion and pushback following the Trump administration's warning about taking acetaminophen while pregnant.
Don't take Tylenol. Don't take it. If you just can't, it's fight like hell not to take it.
The administration pointed to some studies suggesting a potential association between the medication and autism. But doctors say the White House announcement is not backed by the full body of scientific evidence.
We think that the overwhelming evidence that we have seen over the last 20 years does not show causation for acetaminophen causing autism.
The Autism Science Foundation also calls it misleading to try and point to a single cause for the condition.
Autism is so complex that there really cannot be one single cause. It's a complex interaction of genetics and the environment.
Doctors worry about the risk of pregnant women not treating illness or fever.
The risks of having a fever, unmitigated, untreated during either pregnancy or early childhood, are much stronger than any hypothetical link that was shown in a couple of studies.
As part of this week's announcement, the FDA plans to update the safety label on acetaminophen to reflect its new warning. At the same time, HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. acknowledges autism research is ongoing.
We will be uncompromising and relentless in our search for answers. We will perform the studies that should have been performed 25 years ago.
Secretary Kennedy says that includes the topic of vaccines. Numerous studies have debunked links between childhood vaccines and autism. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The 80th United Nations General Assembly kicked off in New York this morning. The Secretary General warned that its principles of peace and progress are under siege. Jared Hill reports.
President Trump's speech at the United Nations General Assembly opened with a lighthearted technical issue.
That whoever's operating this teleprompter is in big trouble.
But Trump brought a serious message for world leaders, telling them the United Nations isn't living up to its potential.
What is the purpose of the United Nations?
The president claimed to have ended 7 wars and said he got no help from the UN.
For the most part, at least for now, all they seem to do is write a really strongly worded letter and then never follow that letter up. It's empty words, and empty words don't solve war.
Trump has been calling for a deal to end the fighting between Israel and Hamas, but says the creation of a Palestinian state would only reward Hamas.
But instead of giving in to Hamas's ransom demands, those who want peace should be united with one message: release the hostages now.
Several close U.S. allies are joining a growing list of nations who say they'll recognize a Palestinian state. France joining that list just yesterday.
Et le peuple palestinien.
President Trump also said he thought he would have ended Russia's war against Ukraine by now.
I thought that would be the easiest because of my relationship with President Putin, which had always been a good one.
Overnight, Ukraine said Russian missile strikes killed 2 people and damaged civilian infrastructure, while Russia says it intercepted drones headed for Moscow. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.